Yo, yo, yo. Beer can chicken. Yep, we doing it again. So my first beer can chicken video, I recorded it the best way I could, but we're gonna try to record a little bit better. But anyway, this time what I did with it is I brined it this time. So I got another video. You can check out how I brine it, or my personal brine preference, or what I did. You can do your own brine, whatever you want to do, but you know. So anyway, got my brine chicken, and I brined it in beer. Beer water, I got some herbs in there, and it's been sitting in there for a couple hours now. I put it in there at 9:30, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So it's been in there about 6 hours. I would have loved to let this sit overnight, but it's 3 something in the afternoon. I'm getting a little, I'm not hungry yet, but I will be hungry soon. So we can go ahead and get this chicken going. So I got my brine, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little tool. This is, you can get this for about $5 anywhere. It's definitely worth it if you do a lot of beer can chickens. So I just put this in like a little bowl right there. And then you set your beer can right in there. Very easy to do. If you don't have this, you can still just put the can in the chicken and then set it on your grill. But I found like this little tool, it saved me a lot. And then also what I'm going to do to this is I'm gonna just break off a couple pieces of rosemary, throw it in the beer can, and then I got a couple pieces of sage. I'm gonna throw it in there as well, and then I got some thyme. So now in the beer, I poured out like a good third of it. So this is what's left, but the beer can is pretty. It's about to here. It's about pretty full. So I got my herbs in there. I'm gonna give it a little swirl. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff some more thyme in there. We'll go ahead and put another piece of sage. And then what happens is as you cook this chicken, see, I'm gonna take my chicken out the brine now, and it smells really nice. It smells really good. It's been sitting there soaking in all the juices and stuff. The skin feels a little tighter, so hopefully that means it's gonna crisp up a little bit. But yeah. So when you put it over the can like this, what it's gonna do is it's gonna keep the chicken moist from the inside. So all that juice from the beer, as it evaporates, is gonna pretty much cook the chicken from the inside. And so yeah, pretty much that's what we do. We just set it right there, and then when I pick it up, that's how it looks. Now I am gonna put the, you can put the legs on the thing if you want to, or you can tie them together with like butcher's twine if you want to. But other than that, we won't do too much. This is a green onion that I left in here. I'm just gonna throw that in the middle of that. And I'm gonna throw a piece of onion in there, cause why not? And these are some more herbs. Actually, yeah, we're gonna use all these herbs. No herb left behind. So all the herbs, I'm just going to stuff it on top. But I'm not going to pack it too much because I do want the steam and the smoke to come through it. So actually, let me take out this onion. Yeah, I don't need any more onion flavor. There we go. So let me take out the onion. I'm just going to add the herbs lightly on top. All right, so that's done. Now for my seasonings, I'm not going to do too much to it because it's, I'm pretty sure it is going to be really flavorful. But I got some Chicka-Licka Bam Bam, so I'm just going to coat that. And make sure you get the wings. Now when I do it like this, the thighs are the hardest part to get because it's so low on the lower end, but the thighs are usually the juiciest anyway, so they could deal with that. See, I'm just gonna turn this over slightly and just hit that. I'm gonna cut it all around, then I'm just gonna pat it down. Make sure this bird is nice and Nice and flavorful. There we go. And then I got some Montreal chicken seasoned with some, it says 25% less sodium, so that'll be good. We'll cut down on the salt. All right, that should be good enough. And then we'll take a little bit of beer and then just sprinkle that on there. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go outside, and I got my grill, I got my smoker ready. So we'll go outside and we'll just place this baby on the grill, and yeah. So actually, you know what? Actually, I will take you guys outside with me. All right, so I'm just gonna grab it here. So I'm sticking my finger all the way down into the can, and I kind of hook my finger like this so I can pick everything up in one sitting just like this. And then follow me out there, and we will head outside. Whew, the can, I mean, this metal is kind of sharp. All right, so I got my Bronco drum smoker. I'm just gonna set it here on the lower part of it. I got the plate blocker on there to do that. Got my herbs. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna close this up, and it's gonna go for about 2 hours. So I'm gonna let it smoke for about 2 hours. I'm gonna come out here at another hour and check on it, and then I might do my veggies on here as well. I'll show you how to do my veggies in a minute. So just stay tuned. This is just part one, but yeah. It's getting cold outside, so actually I'm closing my vents up a little bit. I'm just gonna put them halfway, just so it doesn't cook too fast. Right now, our temperature is saying 250. That's perfect. So I don't mind 250. We'll try to hold it at 250 if we can. But chicken's very forgiving. Not as forgiving as pork, but chicken's really easier to deal with. So we'll just let that do its thing. And yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead in the house. I'm gonna prep my root veggies. For my root veggies, I'm doing parsley, carrots, and celery. I love it with duck, and I especially love it with chicken. So we're gonna do that now. And yeah, so just stand by. I'm gonna cut up the veggies and everything, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so we're back in the kitchen. I wiped out my cast iron skillet the best way I could. Right now I'm just gonna cut up some of my parsnips. And you want to cut them up as small as, or just whatever bite size is appropriate for you. If you want them thicker, cut them thicker. But I try to slice them kind of about this size-ish. So I'm gonna throw my parsnips in there. Alright, that's not going in there. Then I have my celery. So the celery, I'm gonna cut off the top parts because I won't be using that. And then we're just gonna we're gonna throw all this celery in here. Then I have my carrots. So I'm gonna take my carrots. I'm gonna cut off the back parts to it, like the stems, because I don't need that. And then we're just gonna cut our carrots up. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just cut them how you want them to be cut. Whew, there we go. Alright, so we got our carrots. Alright, I missed some of it. Alright, so I'm putting carrots in this cast iron skillet. And if you've been watching my channel, you know I love my cast irons. So that's what I'll be using for this. So yep, there's just a quick, easy vegetable medley or whatever they call it, or mixed root veggies. We got our carrots, celery, and parsnips. And then, of course, I add a little season to it. I'm going to add a little bit of my allspice. This is just my mix that I add to pretty much a lot of other stuff. I'm going to add just some of that to there. Then I'm going to add olive oil, because I definitely don't want the moisture in this pan to kind of dry out and start cooking and frying stuff. So I definitely want to keep it moisture and juicy. I'm going to add some pink Himalayan salt. And then I'm going to add a little bit of leftover beer, just because I want some more water in there. I probably could have added water. And then I'm going to add over my leftover herbs. So I got some more thyme in here. And I got some sage. And I got rosemary. So I'm just going to add that to here. Break it up into pieces. Make sure nothing's left behind. And then I'm just gonna mix this up. Even though it's already mixed up, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, so I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna put this on top of the stove and let it sit for a little bit. Once the chicken's been out there for about an hour or so, I'm gonna throw this up under it, just so. And I'll show you how to do it in a second. It's gonna be a little science to it. Right now, I'm gonna go out and check on the smoker. I'm actually not gonna open it up, but I am just going to. And this is something you'll learn like as you're smoking or grilling. You don't need to necessarily open up the grill and check on it. Just make sure your temperature's still good. Oh crap! All right. So now, as you see, we have blue smoke. That's great. And now we're at a temperature of close to 350. I wanted to do 250, I guess, but it's at 350 now. So it's gonna cook a little faster. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna close up the vents, kind of choke off the fire, and we'll see if we can get this temp down. If not, I'll just come out here and check it another hour. It hasn't been too long. It's only been on the grill for maybe 15 minutes, if that. So we'll just watch it. Oh, so now this is good. Okay, I'm noticing the temperature's dropping a little bit steadily. All right, cool. So I'm gonna play around with it, make sure I maintain that blue smoke, and I'll be back out here in a little bit. And so I'll let this go, and then I'll show you guys what we do with the veggies when it's time to do the veggies. All right, so we're back out here like I promised. I took my root veggies. I added a little bit more water, so as you can see, it's not too much, but it's enough water in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up, and it looks nice. It's only been in there for about an hour. So what I am going to do is I am gonna take this. I'm just gonna set it on top of here for now. Just set it on top of there for now. And then actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do this. I was gonna separate them, but we're just gonna throw that on top of the cast iron skillet just like that. That works. All right, there we go. That was easier than I thought. I was gonna take some stuff out and put the pan on the lower thing, but I think this works too. So now I got my chicken sitting right on top of my root veggies. The beer can is in there. And so I'm gonna go ahead and close this. We're gonna open the vents up and let it go for another hour and a half maybe. And I'm gonna keep a beer can out here in case I gotta come and just sprinkle the skin with it. But the skin looks like it's tightening up. I want that skin to get nice and crispy, so we'll do that. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So I'll be back out here in a little bit. We'll check on it and everything. All right, it actually just dawned on me that I should have probably just put my temperature probes in and sat in my chair and watched the temperature. But I didn't do that, so instead, it's been about an hour and 45 minutes, I would say. So that's the chicken. It's looking nice, getting a nice color. The skin's starting to crisp up. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a little temperature of the breast part, just to see where we're at. So we're at 120 for the breast. So we got a little whiles to go. We want to get it up to 165-ish. That's the breast. I'm not even gonna, well, yeah, I guess I could temp down in the thigh. just to get an idea. And the thighs at 118, 119, so about 120 all around. So we got a little ways to go. As you see, the root veggies are sitting there. So as the chicken fat is boiling down in there, it's gonna sit on the veggies. The veggies are getting nice and cooked. So we're gonna close that up, and yeah, I'm gonna close it up, let it do its thing. I'll come back out here in maybe another 30 minutes and just take a peek at it. Alrighty, so the beer can chicken's been out there for enough time. I'm getting hungry. We're gonna go out and take a quick temperature just to see how it is. Yeah, as you can see, it's we're losing daylight out here. So where's my thermometer? We'll get to the, oh, there we go, beautiful. So there we go. So that's the color it looks. We got a nice crispy skin on the outside. I tempted a bunch of times in there. I know it's about ready just by looking at it and the time it's been in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it on off, and we're gonna slice it up. We're gonna get to eating. So that's it. And then my veggies, I probably poured too much water in there. I was hoping for a lot less water, but we're gonna go ahead and try this. Try some of these veggies. They still feel a little crunchy though. All right, that's good. So the veggies have a little crunch to it. They're soft, but they got a lot of flavor in them. It tastes a little buttery, even though I ain't no butter to them. So we're gonna go ahead and bring all this inside, and that's why I got my lucky trusty grill glove. So I'm just gonna put this glove on, and then what we will do is we will just grab this, and luckily we can just grab this whole thing just like it is, and then we'll just carry that inside, and that's beautiful. So go ahead and there we go. So we'll go ahead and walk inside. We'll set this on the stove, and then we'll readjust everything, and then we'll dice everything up the way it needs to be. Woo! Alrighty. There we go. So now this is maybe better light, we can see it. So we got a nice beautiful color all the way throughout. We'll go ahead and temp it for the cameras so we can see what the temperature is. But we'll go right top of the breast. And who knows, if it's not up to temp, we'll pull it back. Oh, that's saying 173. So I might have dried it out by accident.